morning to you. It must be 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, somewhere out there on this beautiful Tuesday, the 11th day of November, because it's time for another edition of Hardison's Tips. I'm your host, Brandon Hardison. Glad to be with you. We do this for all of our brothers and sisters that are in the sales vertical, whether it's major account, key account, up and down the street, in-home sales, copier sales, regular retail, automotive. We want to give something back to sales managers as you begin your day. So let's get started on this Tuesday. I want to talk to everyone about prospecting, networking, marketing. You've heard these terms floating around, and many times they have you doing things that are kind of out the box. Prospecting should be kept simple. I have worked with clients and their sales teams on how to improve sales, and surprisingly, I find there seems to be a surplus of sales teams who struggle with prospecting. Three questions I'm often asked: what is a good prospecting plan? How do I need a prospecting plan for my team? What can you suggest? And how do I keep prospecting simple? Now, as a best practice, you should always keep your eye on pipeline development and prospecting. Now, with that said, many sales teams do not give prospecting and have a simple prospecting plan. They don't consider that as a second thought. True sales excellence comes from a full 360 vision of your business. You've heard me talk about that many times before. Getting your sales team to run their accounts, their territories, it's like their own business. That's the key. Having a simple, easy way to implement prospecting with a process, process and a clear definition is critical for any organization if you want to achieve sales excellence, growth, and scale. So let's go to the definition again. What is a good prospecting plan? Now, I would say taking the steps to true sales excellence requires that you have a prospecting plan, process, and a format in place. If not, start working on it. As a sales tool establishes a prospecting plan outline with you, the manager, and your sales team, allows for the team to speak common language and use a common format tool year in, year out. There are key tactical elements and actions you can leverage for great prospecting plans: LinkedIn emails, monthly, quarterly webinars, open house group speaking engagements, leveraging current CRM lists of leads within the company, cold calling, warm calling, digital marketing campaigns. The key is focusing on your target prospects and your industry segments. That's the thing. Don't go off on a third rail. Stay within your lane. So, which elements to use and how to effectively use them, we can spend a lot of deeper dive on it. But it's really easy as one, two, three. And let me explain. A great litmus test for needing to prospect is your current pipeline versus quota. Yeah, sounds simple, right? It really is easy as that. Depending on your sales team, hit rate or close rate, you can compare your current annual or quarterly sales pipeline versus your annual or quarterly quota. At a minimum, you should have 1x in pipeline. If you don't, you and your sales team need prospecting plan as soon as possible. Ideally, your sales team should be at 1.5x to 2x of an annual or quarterly pipeline for their annual and quarterly quotas. If you have above 2x, then you can dial down prospecting as needed. Now, each sales team member must know what their sales pipeline X factor is, and then devote time for prospecting accordingly. Well, how do I keep my prospecting simple? Well, fact is, you can't do everything. Great sales teams and true sales excellence comes from sharing and best practices. As noted above, there are 20 to 30 key action and element strategies that you can use for prospecting, but what really works? My suggestion is to talk to your sales team if you're the manager. See what they are saying, see what they may be using today, what works in your particular product service segment, and what responses do you get from your customers, i.e., leads. One prospecting strategy, I said it before, is LinkedIn. It's a fantastic tool for professionally reaching out and connecting with key contacts and setting up your target meetings. We can talk about LinkedIn later, but simply put, that's one of the best resources to look at. And you'll be impressed with the amount of people that will respond. To talk about, to hear about, to share, and to set appointments. Simply put, giving LinkedIn a serious look, it will help you out. Now, there's others out there. We can find and talk about that more. But here's the key thing that I want to leave with you this morning. Keep it simple. Only 3 elements in your prospecting plan. No matter where your creativity takes you, just limit it to 3 and cultivate those 3 ideas. And I guarantee you, if you stay on it, you're going to find results. Then let's expand it to another idea that you have. Prospecting is only as good as the time you invest seriously to do it. Because I believe your raise starts immediately the minute that you engage. Once again, Brandon Hardison, President Champion Strategies, with another Hardison's tip for today on this beautiful Tuesday, the 9th day of November of 2021. And as always, in parting, you go out and you make it a champion day.